short and a little bit late to posting video today. Proto 291. These are 9-inch rated straight jaw vice grips. And out of so many copies of locking pliers, I'd be proper in saying these are vice grips. I don't know if these are made by the original Peterson vice grip company, or if they were physically manufactured in Proto's plants. What I'm getting at is it has these patents on it, and those are the William Peterson vice grip patents. So these were made sometime between 1940s through the 1960s. And as we can tell, they're an earlier version that doesn't have the little extra release lever. But everything else between, these are some genuine, still made in USA vice grips before they're Irwinized, however you say that. And proportionally, even this is a slightly smaller pair, but just absolutely every aspect is just a direct copy. And the one odd thing about vice grip locking pliers is so dominant, sold in so many hardware stores, people just bought them. And Craftsman's, and I think this is the first Proto pair of locking pliers I've ever seen. I didn't miss out on these in the toolbox because Proto just put their huge logo on both sides, number 291. But I still think this is the only pair I've ever seen of Proto vice grips. And that's why I wanted to make a little video about them, is that at least early or old school Proto vice grips are genuine vice grips, just with the Proto name, which is kind of cool considering that rebranding was much less common 50 years ago, 75 years ago. Let me oil these up a little bit. The only thing I'm having a hard time checking, it runs much smoother when you oil those threads, imagine that, is whether or not this has been resistive welded. And it's kind of hard to tell whether or not some of these seams have indeed been welded, unless you, obviously if you can see a sliver of light through it, it's not. But you can actually press something like this together and run a pulse of really high current through it. And you'll get a little, even though it's a continuous piece of metal, you'll still get a little spark there. And so they can pinch it together between some electrodes and actually get it to essentially spot weld itself. Other than that, oiling the pivots in your tools is something recommended. If you use things like vice grips, you're supposed to use vice grips regularly. You're supposed to periodically oil the pivots because it prevents the pins from grinding down. Other than that, the jaw, I've seen a lot of poor vice grips where the jaw is just all over the place. This has really nice tolerances there. Talking about jaw wobble on vice grips. That's one of the things that set apart vice grips, was just having better tolerances and really tight jaws, and it just ends up making for a tool that works just a little bit better. So I think that's about all I have to say regarding these Proto vice grips. I just thought they're a pretty neat addition of having what apparently is a genuine pair of vice grips, just branded Proto, now made probably 65 years ago. That's how old this tool is. And so certainly don't run into many of their vice grips. And now there's a YouTube video about this 9-inch pair. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.